I'm almost a shut-in. I border on being a shut-in.
You almost got a spit take.
I have no friends. I have no animals. I have no family.
This is how Russ gets out of the house.
Yeah. This is my. They roll me out once every 8 weeks to do this. Coming to you sort of live from the pop-up Beer to Whiskey Studios on the taproom floor of the Greenville Beer Exchange, or GBX, as
The cool kids call it.
the cool kids call it, and other people call it that, and sometimes we even call it that. On South Lawrence Street in glorious downtown Greenville, South Carolina. I'm Russ Heaps, and welcome to this episode of Big John and Five. That's where my pal here, Big John Richards, picks a beer from one of GBX's 22 taps or hundreds of cans and bottles that you can kind of see behind us here. We sniff, we sip, we kibitz. John tells us a little bit about the breweries. Sometimes he tells us a little about brewing, and we drink a beer or two over the course of 9 or 10 episodes during the day. John, I have confessed more than
work.
It
We're
is.
working
It is.
for you.
Work. Hello, boys. I've missed you.
You're gonna have to put on the bottom of the screen what that is reference
Yes.
to.
And here.
All right, sir.
Work. Hello, boys. Have a good night's rest. I missed you.
Just
Yes, in the comments, tell me what that's a reference to, what that quote comes from.
Yeah.
John, what are we doing?
We're doing a Maine Beer Company beer.
Always
called
a good
Spring.
choice.
Right.
Always a good choice.
And they're making some of the best beers in the country, the most consistently good beers in the country. Probably most well known for hoppy beers, but they do some other really fun stuff, some really good stouts, and in this case, a really good Kolsch as their spring seasonal. So it's just called Spring. It's a really solid German style, just Cologne style Kolsch, just really true to style. Super clean, little bready, little fun. It's just an easy-going intro to spring. They talk about this flower, the azure bluet, that is the symbol of spring in Maine when the snows start to melt. That's their inspiration for this here beer. Glad to get Buddy involved today.
I'm always happy when we can do
Right.
that.
Maine's been around since 2009. I think everyone probably knows Lunch.
Maine Lunch, a staple
Yeah.
in good tap rooms all across the country.
I'm on the record as having said that Maine Lunch is the most well-balanced IPA on the planet. And I stand by that. This is off their radar a little bit. They do some other stuff. They do dinner, which is a fun variation of lunch. And then just this year, they launched a breakfast. Just a couple of months ago, which we haven't seen down here.
Ah,
But I'm excited. I was, when I went and looked, really was looking for when Maine opened so I could say that. I saw breakfast on the list of their beers again. And I was like, oh, I'm like, I gotta go looking for that. See if I can find someone that can send me one, or see if we can get some down here somehow.
we need them. We need them
We need
here.
Maine. If you're listening,
We
send
need
us
them.
some breakfast for
South
crying out
Carolina.
loud, please. South
Yeah.
Carolina, we're dry.
We haven't since seceded since 1860. We deserve it. Even though we've been tempted, we haven't. Send it there.
Way to dredge up old wounds, Russ. Let's drink a beer.
Text Miss Lily. Here is one of the most incredible things to come out of the Civil War. It started in the Charleston Harbor. Civil War started, firing on Fort Sumter. Raged on for years. Charleston was never touched. Never touched. I don't think so much as a shot was ever fired in Charleston over the Civil War. I just think that's incredible.
Yeah, it's especially considering how big a port Charleston is. What a fun beer this is. I'm just going to go ahead and pour myself a little more since you gave that anecdote.
I stopped to
I
impart
know.
a little
I
knowledge.
know. I didn't go crazy. I just poured myself a little more because I can.
So I'm getting pine.
There's a little bit in there. It's more like, I don't even want to call it pine. I call it like a earthiness or like a forest floor. It's a little bit of that, like musty pine needles almost. It's a little bit of that earthiness, but it's got a little honey, and it's got a little of that crackery saltines cracker thing. It's got a really nice kind of spicy, not quite bitter, spicy finish to the end of it that cleans everything up, and it's really, really quick on the end.
It is. I'm really not getting much in the way of bitterness on this.
No, there's like a good Kolsch, there shouldn't be much in the way of bitterness. It should be bready. Some Kolsch's give you a little bit of like pear apple kind of fruitiness or a little bit of citrusy up front, and that's not completely out of character, but I think the best of them live in right in here in this earthy, dry, bready, smooth touch of sweetness vicinity, this ball field. And they just do this so well. When we scored a keg of this for here, and we decided to do Kolsch service on a Sunday afternoon.
Oh yeah.
It's a lot of fun. If you've ever been to Cologne, Russ, fill the time while I take a sip.
I've never been to Cologne. I don't get out much. I'm almost a shut-in. I border on being a shut-in.
You almost got a spit take.
I have no friends. I have no animals. I have no family.
This is how Russ gets out of the house.
This is my. They roll me out once every 8 weeks to do this.
It's beautiful. Kolsch service.
Back to you, John.
Is super fun. They use these little, I should have brought out a glass, too late. They use these little tall cylinder glasses, 8 ounces, just a little under 8 ounces, I think, at a time. And they pour you one when you sit down. When it's nearly gone, they set another one down and make a tick mark on your coaster. And they just keep bringing them until you do that. At that point, someone brings you the bill. And I was so excited that when I got to go to Cologne the first time they came and brought me one and made a tick mark on my coaster, I took a picture of my coaster. It's like, it's real. So we did that here. They have these little kind of communion tray looking things. There'd be a ring of Kolsch glasses around them, and the servers just walk around, and everywhere they just go fill the whole thing up, walk a loop. And wherever there's an empty glass, they set one down. And so we just did that for fun one Sunday afternoon in here with Maine Spring because it just sounded like fun. And it was.
Bring a pitcher of beer every 15 minutes until somebody passes out, and then bring 2.
Yes.
Every 7 minutes till somebody passes out. And then bring one every 10 minutes, right? You got it.
Comments?
Yeah, if you know where that one's from.
I like this.
That's a super fun beer. It's just it's spring.
ABV?
I knew you were going to ask me that, and I purposefully haven't said it yet because I can't remember. I think it's like 4.5. It's right on the bottle.
But you don't have the
It's
glasses. 5?
Yeah.
Not
Because I sat down here and didn't remember to look at the ABV, so I was like, maybe Russ won't ask me. But of course, here we are.
my job is to ask the hard-hitting questions.
Correct.
I'm like an investigative reporter. only half in the bag and drinking beer. That's, it's about beer, not
Yeah,
really still.
still questions to be had.
Questions that need to be answered.
Right. On that note.
So damn lucky. See you next time.